Hi folks, this is Mark Armitage coming to you from my microscope lab, and you know I don't do this. You know I do not go political. I don't talk about politics with anyone, and but it just seems so relevant right now. These comments made by Donald Trump about John McCain and about whether or not he's a war hero. You know, I have my own opinions, and all you have to do is go on YouTube and search John McCain communist propaganda, and you'll see videos in John McCain's own words, some of the things that went on at that POW camp in Hanoi, which they call the Hanoi Hilton. And my job is not to get into politics and not to decide, you know, who's right, Donald Trump or John McCain, but this is just blown up in the press. And so what an opportunity, I think, to connect John McCain with Soft Dinosaur tissues, and I'm going to do that. And here's how. First of all, Donald Trump has said some things that a lot of people are thinking and have been afraid to say, and you know, I'm not a political person, I don't talk about it, but our country is circling the drain. That's why I started this work on soft tissue and dinosaur bones, because I envision our country going down the tubes so fast that it's going to destroy a lot of people's lives, and probably even end up in the deaths of maybe millions of people in this country because of the unsustainable debt that we have and all the other financial improprieties, and of course all the things that have gone on over the last 6 years in this very liberal administration that's just running this country not only into the ground, but they're setting it on fire. And so our freedoms are being ripped away daily. Every day you turn on the news, something else is being ripped away from us. And so I figure the most important thing to do, yes, it's important to save the country, but even more important than saving the country is saving people's lives. And that's why I've put together soft dinosaur tissue as a means to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ, because if the country goes under and people die, you know, they've lost the country. But if they don't have a relationship with Jesus Christ, they're not going to be with Him for eternity. And the alternative is unthinkable. And I don't want that. I don't want people going to hell because they weren't told about soft tissue and dinosaur bones. And I do have some exciting things to share with you as we go along here. But this country is going down the drain. And so that's why I started this ministry, and I'm preaching the gospel using this soft tissue, which shows that dinosaurs must be young. Now, you get all these people commenting on what Donald Trump has been saying. And you know, Donald Trump speaks his mind. He's unapologetic. In fact, many people have told him he must apologize to John McCain. Well, I'm not sure that John McCain is a hero. Okay? Let me say that again. I'm not sure that John McCain is a hero. I would cross the street to shake his hand and thank him for his service to our country. I'm sorry he got shot down, but you know, he admitted in his own words on YouTube that he broke both of his arms and one of his legs when he was ejected. And the reason why is because he didn't do it right. Well, that's a story for another day. But he's not a hero. There was supposedly a landslide election where the Senate was taken over by conservatives and the House is completely controlled by conservatives, and yet Obama continues and all of his liberal policies continue day after day after day, and John McCain is not a hero. If he had stopped Obama, he'd be a hero. All right, I'm going to get off my political stump speech, but the reason this is important is because these guys are fiddling while the country goes down the tube, and people are not only going to lose their lives, they're going to lose their souls, and that's what this is really all about. And I'm sorry I'm so worked up about this, but I am, because I see people being lied to day in and day out about millions of years, about evolution, and the fact that there is no God. Well, there is a God. There's a Creator. He loves us. He created us in His image. He created us, and as a Father wants to take care of us, wants to meet our needs. And He provided a way for us to be free from sin and eternal separation from Him. And so He provided Jesus Christ for that. And I can get to the gospel in 60 seconds after sharing with someone that dinosaur tissues are soft in their bones. Here I have the small remains of a a vertebra. This is from a brand new dinosaur that we're working on called Nanotyrannus. Nanotyrannus, a really cool looking, almost raptor-like dinosaur. And I'm finding tons of soft cells in these. In fact, here you can see some of the soft cells that I found in these bones. And so this is very exciting. We're going back up to Montana in August, end of August, to do another dig. We're going to search for this guy, Nanotyrannus, and try to get this published. And so it's very exciting. But here's the thing. You're being lied to. Even by Fox News, all these people on supposedly conservative television. You know, Juan Williams doesn't speak for me. Geraldo Rivera does not speak for me. All of these other people don't speak for me. And I believe that you're feeling the same way. They don't speak for you. And so someone who's running for president like Donald Trump and speaks the truth and just forgets about being politically correct is refreshing. And as refreshing as that is, this soft tissue in dinosaur bones is refreshing to people because they don't know about it. They don't know about it. 97% of the American public do not know that dinosaur remains in the ground, in the fossil sections of the ground, have soft tissues in them. They're loaded with soft tissues. And so we need your help. I need your help to keep this lab running. I'm up against million-dollar microscope laboratories and hundreds of millions of dollars in grants to evolutionists who do not want this information to get out. And they're trying to sit on it, squelch it. They threw me away. They threw me out of California State University Northridge. And you know, I got a really interesting email today. You know, my paper on soft fibrillar bone tissues in Triceratops horn that was published in 2013 in Acta Histochemica while I was in the biology department at California State University, that has really been received by a lot of people. And so there's a website called ResearchGate, and what ResearchGate does is it tracks the views, the people who've read your paper. And just last week, 26 new people downloaded and read my paper. And the interesting statistic that came back from ResearchGate was, Mark, congratulations. Your paper was viewed 26 times last week alone, and that exceeds all the other papers produced by the biology department at California State University Northridge. How cool is that? I thought that's awesome. I've been gone from there for over 24 months, and my paper now is being seen by more people than any other papers published in the biology department at Cal State University Northridge. So this work is important. It's being viewed all around the world, but I need your help. I need you to help me fund this laboratory so that it can continue. My microscopes need maintenance. They need regular maintenance in order to keep running. This scanning electron microscope behind me is over 25 years old. And so it needs tender loving care, and only you can help. And I appreciate all of those of you who have helped so far, but please help us to keep this lab running. Help us to keep making these kind of discoveries and getting it out in the technical literature so that we can preach the gospel to this lost country. Thank you. God bless you, and I look forward to your support.